I know you were expecting part 2 of my conversation with Jordan Gal today, but given everything that's happening in Minneapolis, where I live, and throughout the United States, it just didn't feel right to move forward as scheduled. I've struggled to try to figure out what to say in the midst of this. I have so many emotions. I'm just heartbroken. I'm heartbroken for our country. I'm heartbroken for George Floyd and his family, for people who live their day-to-day life in fear of the police, of the people who are supposed to protect our communities. I feel like it's painfully clear how wrong this is. And while I've spent most of the last week just wallowing in sorrow for everyone affected by this, and for George Floyd, and for my city, and for the cities that are impacted in the U.S., this podcast has never been political. And I have no plans to make it that. I've had a lot of thoughts over the years about political occurrences that have happened and have never voiced them on the podcast. But this is not political. This is being a human being. This is wanting a society that values every person, every human. I've been thinking a lot about what I can do to help. I think that if you have reach, you should share the message that police brutality is not okay and that racism is not okay. As crazy as it sounds to have to say that, that is a conversation that we're having today. If you have available funds, I think donating to the many causes and agencies that have been trying to fix this for decades is another step. I'll leave you with the thought that we are at a moment with a great potential for change. Let's let this be a catalyst for something permanent rather than something fleeting that is in the news for 6 or 7 news cycles, and then poof, it's gone, and no lasting change is affected. Thanks for listening. I'll be back with our normally scheduled programming tomorrow as we hear part 2 of my conversation with Jordan Gal. I'll talk to you then.